While Samsung, Apple and Huawei still remain the top 3 smartphone selling brands in the world, do you know Lenovo used to be in the top 5 and now it's not? And yet, Lenovo is expected to launch 2 very interesting smartphones this month. Excited? Hi guys, this is Diksha from 91 Mobiles and I'm going to tell you all you need to know about the upcoming smartphones the month of May might have in store for us. So let's begin. The first in our list is the LG G5. Unveiled at the MWC this year, the LG G5 is the much awaited successor to the G4, which was a rather compelling flagship. The LG G5 was introduced as the world's first semi-modular smartphone. It's a worthy upgrade over the G4 and you can see that right here as we list down the specs. Now what's special about the G5 is the LG Friends, which are various accessories that you can attach to the special expansion port of the phone, which can turn the phone into a dedicated camera, a music player, etc. The next smartphone we're going to talk about is the HTC 10. It was unveiled just last month and is now expected to arrive in India. It's the world's first smartphone to offer optical image stabilization on both its primary as well as its front cameras. It's a fully fledged multimedia device with a 12 ultra-pixel primary camera which packs in a lot of features, 24-bit high-resolution audio recording, HTC's Boom Sound Hi-Fi Edition speakers, etc. It packs all of these features in a metal unibody design which is better than the HTC One M9 Plus. Next up are new smartphones from Sony. Sony discontinued its legendary Z series and replaced it with the Xperia X range. The Xperia X and XA are camera-centric phones which also focus on battery as well as design. In fact, the Sony Xperia X features a 23-megapixel primary camera with XMOR RS sensor and predictive hybrid autofocus with object tracking. So those of you who are photography enthusiasts could definitely look forward to it. On the other hand, the Xperia X Performance shares its specs with the Xperia X but packs in a Snapdragon 820 processor. Could be a really good option for those of you who do not like to compromise on anything. Next up on our list is the Meizu M3 Note, which is expected to launch in India on May 11th. The Meizu M3 Note is a budget smartphone and the successor to the Meizu M2 Note. The phone sports version 2 of the M Touch button and a fingerprint sensor. It also sports a larger battery than the M2 Note, 4100 mAh to be precise. The Meizu M3 Note could really spice up the game in the budget segment. Next up is the Nextbit Robin, which will be launching in India later this month. It's the world's first cloud-first smartphone, which has been available in the US since September last year. The phone runs Nextbit OS and it syncs all your data, including apps, media and other content to the cloud whenever it's connected to the Wi-Fi. Now here's an interesting one. The Robin offloads all your data to the cloud whenever you're running low on storage. And you always have the option of downloading your archive data at any time. We started the video with an interesting fact about Lenovo and the next smartphone is by the same company. ZUK, which is a brand owned by Lenovo, launched the Z1 smartphone last year. The company is all set to launch the ZUK Z1 in India, and what's interesting about the smartphone is that it runs Cyanogen OS, which is an Android-based platform that offers customizability and tweaking options on top of a near-stock interface. The phone is powered by a Snapdragon 801 processor, which is now old, but we can't deny the fact that it's powerful. If it's priced correctly, the ZUK Z1 is an interesting one to look out for. Last on our list is the 4th generation of the Moto G smartphones. Recently, Lenovo sent out invites for an event scheduled on May 17th, and the Moto G4 and G4 Plus are expected to launch. The smartphones are expected to have 5.5-inch displays, and rumors suggest that the G4 will have a 13-megapixel primary camera, while the G4 Plus will have a 16-megapixel one. These are not as interesting leaks as the fact that the G4 Plus could sport a fingerprint scanner. It's high time we got a fingerprint reader on a Moto device. And if we do, the Moto G4 Gen could be a real game changer in the mid-range segment. So these were the top smartphones you can look forward to in the month of May. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and hit the share button. Do let us know in the comment box below which phone are you most excited about. We'll be back soon with a glimpse of what to expect from the month of June. Meanwhile, make sure you subscribe to 91 Mobiles for gadget reviews, first impressions and all things technology. Till then, it's Diksha telling you to keep your tech game up with 91mobiles.com.